KSL Sports Beat presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Presented by Superior Water.
And hi there, everybody. Welcome to Game Night Live. Jeremiah, week 2 of the high school football season still going on.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights wasn't enough. We get a Saturday matinee of high school football. Brittany Copeland has an update from 2 games today in Orem.
3 days of high school football this week, thanks to Orem High School for hosting the Vivint Invitational. There was a game last night and a doubleheader today. First up on tap this afternoon, it was Taylorsville, who was playing an out-of-state opponent as they were trying to secure their first win of the season. They were matched up against the Basic Wolves from Henderson, Nevada. First quarter, Taylorsville trailing 14-7. Dane Leituala turns it over. The Wolves take it all the way to the house. But cue the comeback. Pastor James Lewis runs in the 8-yard touchdown. Taylorsville down 21-14. The Warriors defense steps up and makes some key stops to give the offense a chance. Timothy Hazel, a huge sack on 4th down. And just before the half, Leituala finds Chase Hess in the corner of the end zone. 7-yard TD strike ties things up at 21. Much of the same roller coaster ride in the second half. A combined 42 points put on the board in the 3rd quarter alone, including this play. Leituala, Hess, touchdown. Game knotted at 42. 4th quarter, Warriors facing a double-digit deficit, down by 13. Leituala, the quarterback keeper, and a 9-yard score. Are you stressed out yet? Under a minute to go, Taylorsville down by 7. Leituala gets picked off. The interception ends it. Ball game. The Basic Wolves win 55-48.
If you're a fan, that's a great game. Going back and forth, it's a high-scoring game. As a coach, being on the defensive side, not a good game. And I guarantee the same thing for their defensive side. But, you know, we just had too many mistakes. I mean, we had 5 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
Wow, what a finish. That game ended up going nearly 4 hours, which then delayed the start of the Orem and East game. It is still in progress, and we have highlights and post-game reaction of that one coming up tonight at 10. Back to you.
All right, Brittany, thank you. All right, let's go back to last night now. And we had plenty of drama with a couple of games that needed extra time to be decided. Let's start with Springville. Red Devils hosting Lehigh. First quarter, the Devils would jump out on top first. Bennett Hollinger. And Hollinger. There's not Lehigh Pioneer anywhere near him. Springville, after that 71-yarder, up 6-0. A little bit later, Lehigh coming right back. Cameron Cooper. Cade Moore, 18 yards. We are all knotted up again. Let's jump to the 4th quarter now. The Devils, Ty Erickson, he'll take it in from 11 yards out. Springville up 21-6. Red Devils get it back. Peyton Calipolo, he's in from 8 yards. Springville with a 27-6 lead with 5 minutes left. Jeremiah, is it over?
No.
No, it is not. Here they come. The Pioneers, Cade Moore, 9 yards, cut Springville's lead to 27-21. Now here comes the onside kick. Lehigh's got to get it to have a chance. They get it with 3:07 left. So you're telling me they got a chance. Cam Cooper then, he'll go up top. He's looking for Dallin Holker. 7-yard touchdown. Hey, we're tied at 27, so we go to what? Overtime. Springville getting a first crack at it. It's Jansen Thorpe. Plenty of time. Jackson Child is there. One move, breaks another tackle. 25 yards. Springville up 34-27. All right, Lehigh got a shot now. Cam Cooper, he punches it in from a yard out. So we go to a double overtime. Lehigh on 4th down. Can they convert? They're going for it. Incomplete. They turn it over on downs. So Springville looking to close things out. Jansen Thorpe, there it is, the touchdown. That is your ball game, Springville. Whew. Double overtime winner, 40-34.
All right, now some rivalry drama. Bountiful trailing 14-0 to Viewmont, but they refuse to give up. This great run by Caden Walston takes Bountiful to the 1-yard line, sets up a short touchdown run, and cuts the Viewmont lead in half 14-7. Then a great play-action pass from Spencer Jorgensen. 68 yards to Walston for the game-tying touchdown. Bountiful with huge momentum, and the visitors are putting the pressure on the Vikings. We head to overtime. Bountiful gets the first shot. Short pass to Walson sets up a field goal attempt for Bridger Booth, who connects on the short chip shot to take the lead. Viewmont has a chance to answer, but on their second play, they go for the win. And Davis Weir sends it in the end zone, but Bountiful's Davis Stroh picks it off in the end zone to end the game. 17-0 run for the Braves to get the win in OT.
Well, Jeremiah, of course, last night our Game Night Live crew was at Highland, the Rams hosting Olympus.
Yeah, we had our 6:30 show from the Highland field, getting you ready for week 2. Cheerleaders and both coaches, even their sons, and hey, Bernie Sanders was there. That's how big it was.
The burn. Then at 7, we had the game live on KSL.com, and this one was one of those ugly knock 'em down kind of games. It was scoreless until the final minute of the first half.
Tonight is so big.
The ball over the punter's head into the end zone, and he's going to try to kick it out, but he can't. It's going to be a safety.
Moments later,
Smith, midfield, loses the football, and it's recovered by the Highland Rams at the 48-yard line.
the Rams recovered the fumble with 51 seconds left and then turned it into points on the final play of the first half.
Cameron Cavani making a 38-yard field goal. The kick is up. It is good. And with that, the Highland Rams take a 3-2 lead into the locker room.
You go into the locker room 3-2. Was that the 5th or the 6th inning?
Oh, exactly. I was waiting to seeing that the 10th inning stretch there for a minute.
Third quarter, Olympus regained the lead with a 20-yard field goal. So it was 5-3 heading into the fourth when the Titans D dominated.
Dirtiest, grimiest game I've had.
Here comes the pressure, and Pembroke goes down. Pembroke sacked at the 1-yard line.
We prepared so hard this week, watched film, so much film. Our coaches put in a good scheme against the triple option, and we executed.
And the Titans come away with a hard-fought defensive 5-3 win over the Highland Rams.
This isn't going to win an Academy Award on beauty tonight.
It's just like me, kind of ugly, but it works.
Come on, Coach, don't be so hard on yourself. How do I follow up that?
He's a classic.
I'll try. Big matchup on Friday night in 5A, at least on paper it was. Defending champ Herriman visiting Bingham. Herriman's never beat the Miners in the 6-year history of the school. First drive of the game. Bingham has it going on. Javante Smith bowling over defenders. That big offensive line sure helps. Took 5 Mustangs to take him down. Later on the drive, Matt Dane, a quarterback, is going to find Dax Milne wide open in the corner of the end zone. It's a 5-yard touchdown pass that gives Bingham the early advantage. The Miners blow things open in the second quarter. 1st and 10, 15-yard touchdown makes it 14-0 Bingham. 21 points in the second quarter. They led 28-0 at the half. Let's talk about that 0 for a second. The Bingham defense harassed Hayden Reynolds all night long. The Mustangs didn't cross the 50-yard line until the final drive of the half. Bingham's first drive of the third quarter, Dane floats it up for Braden Cosper. What a catch. Another touchdown. The Miners rolling in this one. Scored in the first 7 drives. They shut out Herriman 45-0. Next week, they travel to 2-0 Lone Peak. That's going to be a good one.
Alta Hillcrest. How about Alta's Josh Davis? Deadly from everywhere on the field. Let's see how many ways he was able to score on the Huskies. How about a kickoff? Started at the 10, and if he goes all the way, do the math, Jeremiah.
100 yards?
Close. 90-yard kickoff return.
90?
All right, so check that off. That was the opening kickoff. Bread and butter, though, running the ball. And that's a 50-yard touchdown. Check that off. He had 2 in the first half from 60 and 52. 32 points from Alta in the first quarter, so we have a kickoff return, a couple of long runs. How about a punt return, Jeremiah? Check that off. Davis takes it 40 yards. He scored 5 of the Hawks' first 6 TDs. 444 total yards, including 200 rushing. Alta scores all of them here. 67. They're now 2-0 to start the season. Next week, they'll host Dixie.
Like Bo Jackson on Super Tecmo Bowl. Another great 5A matchup. Roy hosting Jordan. You know Jordan can air it out. How about Roy tossing it around Friday night? Jaden Saban and Josh Gallegos connected for 3 touchdowns. This one gave them a lead for good. Saban avoids the pressure. Gallegos makes a great over-the-shoulder catch. Roy with a big win by 2 touchdowns over the Beat Diggers.
How about some West Side pride going on here? Kearns hosting Granger. 4th quarter, Kearns running back Sese Falila cuts the Granger lead to 7. Granger would come right back, though. Misdirection. 5'7" Dane Mortensen. Tried to outrun the defenders. Can he do it? Down at the 22, that's a 60-yard gain, but that would set up Sioni Lund. He'll finish it off. Granger back on top, 28-14, 3 minutes left. Is it over? Well, not so fast, my friend. Kearns, John Bass with a little dump pass to Marcel Barcelon. He's got a wall of blockers, and he's got a 55-yard touchdown. Kearns now cannot get the onside kick. They need a turnover. They had a chance, a couple of them.
So close.
Granger put the ball on the carpet twice, but they were able to recover both times and survive. Granger now 2-0.
Brighton hosting Fremont. Brighton taking their lumps with a tough non-region schedule. Fremont is a team to watch in 5A. Quarterback Saxton Morby had a big night. Connects with Hayes Hadley for a touchdown. And he keeps firing in the second quarter. Scrambles and fires a 33-yard strike to Coulter Wild. Fremont rolls to 2-0 with a 35-7 road win.
Hayes Hadley, Colton Wild. I love those names for receivers.
They know how to name kids up in that Fremont area.
They have the best receiver names so far.
They do.
Early on the season. All right, we have more highlights to come, including one more game added to the longest winning streak in the state.
And Lund into the end zone.
To Lund, into the end zone, touchdown Brighton.
And he's one of the most highly recruited players in state history, but it hasn't been easy getting to the top. How family and faith helped Sioni Lund overcome adversity. Welcome back. The #1 team in 2A facing the #1 team in 1A. Defending 2A champ Beaver taking on Kanab for the 88th time. 9th most played rivalry in the state. Donald Trump fans making noise in Kanab. Beaver dominated this matchup. Jordan Hardy, the quarterback, finds Rhett Jordan in the back of the end zone. Already up 14-0 in the second quarter. One more touchdown pass in the first half for Beaver. Hardy to Tyser Adden, a 40-yard score. Beaver crushes Kanab. They've now won 13 straight games. That's the longest current winning streak in Utah high school football.
All right, now let's go to Manti. County Fair in town. Templars hosting Juan Diego. First quarter, Soaring Eagles, Zach Hoffman. He finds the corner, and he puts Juan Diego up 7-3. But the turnover bug was biting the Eagles. 4 fumbles in the first half. And Manti would take advantage. Mac Stevens. Big Mac attack from 1 yard out. Templars up 10-7 at the half. Third quarter now. Manti punting. Looks like a muff punt. Refs call it a block, so it's the live ball. Lance Fowl scoops it up, and he scores. Hey, keep going to the whistle, right? 17-7, Templars. This would be a big upset, but Juan Diego comes back. Stone Azarcon, okay, another of the all-name team. 2-yard touchdown run, then in the fourth. The comeback is complete. Azarcon again. Soaring Eagles come back to pull it out. 21-17, your final.
Juab making the long trip to Star Valley to face Wyoming's defending 3A champions. Star Valley started fast. The Braves' offensive line opens up a huge hole for Kellen Hansen. He's got wheels.
Star Valley, the home of Jeremiah Jensen.
A 74-yard touchdown. A 7-0 lead for Star Valley.
All-star quarterback back in the day.
Then they would score 21 points in the second quarter. Here's 6 of them. Josh Dawson with the pick 6. It was 35-6 Star Valley in the fourth. Play of the game right here. Peyton Erickson scrambles and finds Dylan Schwab in the back of the end zone.
They have a statue of Jeremiah.
They'll never have one of those. A long trip back home for Juab. They host Salem Hills on Friday. Brighton senior Sioni Lund has been one of the most highly recruited football players the state has ever produced. Committed to Stanford, he seems to have it all. That wasn't always the case, though. Sioni has dealt with challenges few kids his age have had to face. Faith and family have helped him overcome it all.
And Lund into the end zone.
To Lund, into the end zone, touchdown Brighton.
Intercepted by Sioni Lund. Touchdown Bengals.
Sioni Lund is a football prodigy, a varsity starter as a freshman. The Brighton Star is ranked by ESPN as the best fullback in the nation. He's committed to Stanford. But it wasn't long ago that his life was much different.
It was like pretty chaotic, to be honest with you. You know, just with what was happening with my biological parents.
Sioni suffered adversity that no child should have to face. The lowest point came when his biological father, Clyde Hamuli, suffered a stroke. It eventually took his life.
It was dark. It definitely was dark, and it was a low point in my life. You know, at such a young age, you know, I still remember like it was yesterday. I was lost. The first thought that came to mind was, what am I going to do to help my brothers, my little brothers, and what am I going to do that's best for me and my future?
He would turn to his best friend. Sioni and Noah Lund first met at age 10.
6th grade, Little League football, and he was just a beast. I met him, and we just connected immediately. Just best friends from there. We always were hanging out. He always had sleepovers.
These best friends would soon become brothers.
Sioni has always had a kind of an old soul. He's kind of thought about his future, probably more than most kids, for sure more than most kids his own age. I'm hungry too. I mean, kind of at 10 to say, look, I'm going this route and I'm going to make it.
After his father's death, Sioni and his youngest brother, Sam, moved in with the Lunds. He asked them to adopt him.
I have people ask me, you know, when did you know you loved him? And it was immediate. Immediately, we had a bond. Immediately, I loved him. It felt right from the beginning.
It was, I have another brother. I loved him already. Once it was finalized, that was the greatest experience I've ever had.
I came running to the house, and it was nothing new. All the guys were like, hey, what's up, man? You know, they weren't mad about it. Everyone was loving and welcoming, so it was the best feeling.
Hey, we're playing for respect down here, all right? We're getting their hopes up, and then we're just gonna pull away and just take this thing.
I think it's like that all the time with everything. With eating and drinking, just for the small things, really. How nice we're dressed.
Oh! Yep.
See, this is what we have to deal with.
Oh, we keep messing up. We keep messing up. I'm sorry.
It's the Thunderdome.
So it's a competitive household, for sure.
Bro, it's tight. We don't usually lose.
No, we're good.
I know.
Love and patience. Just the perfect family.
You know, coming here has definitely helped me with my life and has blessed me in many ways.
Bring that back.
One bread.
I need 2. I need more so I can grow.
Yeah.
The adoption is now official, and Sioni has changed his last name to Lund, a decision that wasn't easy.
It was hard at first, but at the same time, it was like, you know, I love the name Lund. It just felt right. And I felt like I had a lot more responsibility coming with that name. And it just, for me, you know, the Lunds have given me everything.
Through all he has been through, Sioni has leaned on this one thing.
My faith. Man, without a doubt, I went through a time in my life where I was confused and lost, and I was converted into the LDS faith, and I think that's something that's helped me throughout all of this. I think without it, none of this would be possible. Really, my faith has kept me hanging in there for as long as it's been.
Through hard work on the field and in the classroom, Sioni is achieving his dream, something he never thought possible. And he has a message for other kids who have suffered through tragedy and adversity like him.
Don't give up. At the beginning of this, I could have folded easily. I could have gave in, and I could have gone back home and just gave up on my dream of football and everything. The Lord blesses you with many things, and if you keep working hard and just hold on in there, everything will work out.
And they have certainly worked out in a big way. Sioni calls Stanford his dream school. It's worked out as well as it could. He's worked very hard, though, to make sure he qualifies for Stanford. Worked hard in the classroom, kids. Don't forget that. And before he enrolls, he plans to serve an LDS mission, something that Stanford head coach David Shaw not only supports, but encourages him to go. Remember when coaches used to say, I won't take you if you go on a mission? It's changed.
Incredible story. Good job on Sioni. We'll be right back. Okay, this is one of our favorite moments of Game Night Live, of course.
For good reason, yeah. We honor the best of another great week of high school football. It's time to push play on the highlight reel.
It's just like me, kind of ugly, but it works.
Prime Time Performers, brought to you by Mr. Mac, dressing you for prime time.
List has to start without the star Josh Davis. 444 total yards, punt return for a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown, 5 rushing touchdown. Davis, his senior year, off to a great start.
Ben Lomond quarterback Kenyon Harris, 5 touchdown passes, 285 yards, 1 rushing, and leading the Scots to win over Carbon.
And Hunter had a big game from their running backs. Ty Carlson had 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pialate Makakona, 151 yards and a score. Thanks
and
for
we'll
watching.
see you later.